Hey, oh, happy day. Listen, me. If I tell you today is a beautiful day, a wonderful day, absolutely magnificent day. Why? Because I said so. Who else is going to set the standard for your day? Who else is going to make your day amazing? Reclaim your power back. Stop giving people the power to set your mood, to set the energy, to set the day. Take control. It's Woman Winning Wednesday, and even though we're winning each and every single day, let's celebrate because there's one day out of every week, right? That you're reminded, your subconscious is triggered to remind you that there are women out here winning, right? That you are winning each and every single day. Don't discard yourself, right? Don't neglect yourself. Just remind yourself you're winning. It doesn't matter where you are in your life, it doesn't matter what situation, what circumstances it is, you are winning, right? You may feel like you're not winning in this area, right? But focus on the areas that you are winning. When you think you're not being consistent, you wake up every day, don't you? You eat something in the morning and take care of your body, don't you? You brush your teeth each and every single day, don't you? This my community is about with mothers. You take care of your children each and every single day, don't you? That's some consistency. That's commitment, right? That's resilience. So you have it already, right? I teach you how to use what's in your hand, right? All we have to do is redirect our skills, our talents, everything we already have within us and focus on the areas that are we're lacking, we're neglecting, or we feel like we are weak in those areas. In order for us to continue to grow, to develop, to enhance, to better ourselves in those areas, we must practice. We must practice discipline. We must practice redirection. We must practice each and every day renewing our mindset in that area, taking up a book, reading, going on YouTube, talking, going to conferences, getting into classes, doing things in the areas, right? Walking in the direction towards the knowledge that's out there for you, right? It starts with you. We're getting morning, sis. How you doing? So we're talking about our money readiness, right? We're getting our money making moves, right? Um, in order so that we can make better financial decisions, so that we can be conscious about doing the work and going to making sure that, listen, and sorry about the lighting, guys. I just didn't plug in my light, and yeah. But making better decisions, make better choices when it comes to money, not only breaking generation curses and habits and just, how we spend our money, but breaking generation curses for how we maintain, how we invest, how we, oh, like, girl, listen, sorry, shameless plug. Someone said, the girl's face, the glowing. I'm mad. But yes, I'm glowed up with some infinity oil, yes. And the natural glow, the sun, the daily sun. Go out there and get the sun. It's raining right now. I'm comfy and cozy in my home, in my bed. Sorry, not sorry. But this is how we get to the bag. One of the things that is so important to me is being able to manage my finances. As I say many times on this platform, that listen, I don't I don't do, what do I say, guys? I'm always focused on the finances because it's not that we don't have money, right? We have unlimited access, limitless amount of access to money. It's the way we manage things. At least that's what I found in my life, right? Whenever I wanted something, I was able to get the money or attract the money or work for the money or get in position to have the money, right? It always comes when I'm need when it's needed. So that to me validates that, listen, everything that I need is taken care of. That's what the scripture says, no? So now it's my diligence, it's my accountability, it's my responsibility to now work for the things that I want, right? I have unlimited access, right? So what am I going to do now to make sure that I am on track to bettering the life that we have? We have amazing kingdom, right? If we position ourselves to reclaim our power back and to rule our kingdom, then we will have a lot more power showing out on the exterior because we're utilizing the power we have within. So that comes with what we're talking about with identifying your money personalities, your relationship with money. We've been talking about that over the past few weeks. This goes about with identifying your budgeting plans and the categories that you are going to be budgeting within. But today I want to talk about, working on even getting your credit intact. That's one of the things that I had to go through, right? I've never had my credit to work with. I've never gotten a chance to use my credit. And even now, it's getting better, but there are some things I had to put myself in terms of discipline and just focus, starting these challenges, making sure that I'm saving, and gradually finding ways and investing smartly with the intent to grow and increase my credit, right? So those are all the things that we talk about in the 26 weeks saving challenge and what we'll be talking about over the next remainder of the few months. But today, let's talk about one. Yeah, let's talk about getting your money right. So like yesterday we were talking about identifying basically your bills, all the things that you have 3 months from now. Look at your spending habits, track your habits even now as you're coming aware of, okay, maybe I want to go on a better financial journey. Now you start looking at what are you spending on a day-to-day basis, right? How easily you spend. These are your habits, I'm a swiper. So because I'm a swiper, I know don't go nowhere with your card, girl, because you have money. Money comes to you easily and freely. It don't matter what's in your bank account. It could be like $5. If something's like $2, you're gonna be like, right? Because you're gonna get it back. You're not gonna. So you have to create discipline. You have to create systems around your habits until you're able to create um, natural habits out of it, until you start having it to be your lifestyle. You now are reprogramming yourself. So some of the things I had to do was, one, like I said, leave my bank card at home, to just really start looking at my cash flow, making sure not leaving it in the bank, not keeping a digital account, just having it in front of me, writing it down. I'm old school. I mean, that works for me. But when it comes to getting your credit right, you want to check your score. You want to pull your own credit score. It's free, right? You can pull your credit score, last time I checked, at least once a year for free, right? I know we're accustomed and we're used to everybody talking about, oh, boom, let's I'm going to check your credit score. I'm going to check your credit score. And we've been fed with the knowledge that once they do that, it affects and it impacts our score. So we now have that mindset to say, okay, well, if I go check my credit score, it's going to affect me and I can't afford that, especially when you're already building, especially when you are trying your best to avoid anything going against your score, right? Um, when it comes to even with the credit score, when you have absolutely like no credit, let us credit, or bad credit, then you obviously want to start building up yourself to a way where you can say, I would say, get a credit card. That's one of the fastest way for you to gain bad credit, but it's also one of an excellent way to work up towards managing and building your credit when it comes when you're going on that journey. But again, you must be disciplined. Again, you must be strategic and intentional. And that's a whole nother. If you need help with that, then let's talk. There, I know there are certain times that you should pay on your credit card, and avoid paying the minimal on it, because again, all these things affect your credit. And we want you to save as much as possible, not pay more, right? Once you've gotten that, then you want to work on, once you got your credit, or maybe you want to try to, like, my credit was so bad, guys, I couldn't even get like nothing. Everybody was like, no, yeah, no, right? Because there's so many people, so many things have been on, utilize my credit, has been on my credit, and I've never ever in my life gotten a chance to use it. So me building back, and just this year, no, not this year, last year alone, I was able to get things without having a cosigner, right? So I was able to get a credit card. Not only did I get my credit card, but I also got an increase on my credit card, based on the steps, the methods, and the discipline that I put into practice. From that, I was able to get a whole vehicle, like all on my own, by my lonesome, by myself. I was like, what, girl? So that, to me, without even checking, is a good indication that things are going up. So let me continue doing what I put in place. Let me continue executing the plan that I set to place, right? Um, when you are building your credit, you want to continue to start creating resources of a flow of income. If your job is not enough, guys, then guess what? You're gonna have to be creative. You're gonna have to tap into what's in your hands, right? What are you good at, right? Are you good at cutting hair? Are you good at selling plants? Are you good at creating wigs and products, whether it be soaps or candles or whatever? Are you good at stitching, sewing, creating, printing? What are you, designer? We are creatives by nature. So what is it that's within your skill that you wouldn't think that somebody may pay for, but you have that talent? Start researching how much people get paid for that. Start looking at little videos on what people are doing um, outside in the community to help their community, with that same talent. So that can encourage you, motivate you, or even expand your mindset as to the areas you can go with that skill, that talent. Tap into a accountability partner, a mentor, someone who's going to, you know, dig deep and ask you the questions that you're maybe not asking yourself, or the people around you are not asking you, so that you can now draw out the ideas out of your mind. This is why tapping in, or locking arms with somebody who's been there, who's crossed that mountain, who have experience in those areas. It's so important to really be exposed and be in proximity with these people, with us, because we have the information. We can ask you the questions that you're not thinking, people are not asking, right? I've been in rooms that, people, we all come prepared to answer certain questions, or I've seen people come prepared to answer certain questions, but a lot of people in the room, they're not asking the questions, the important questions that are beneficial, for them to get to the next level, right? Again, because our mindset has not yet expanded to that, because we're not exposed to more, right? So it's so important to get in the room. Um, so in regards to, expanding in your finances, like, take that skill, create something substantial, valuable, take that into a product, and give it like a destination. Remember, I'm all about business. I'm all about showing you how to create additional or extra streams of income. You don't necessarily always have to be an entrepreneur or business person and out there doing something and being the face of your product, but there are things that you can create, that you can put out there, that can be automated, that you can just get money while you sleep, right? And it's so important, especially as single individuals, single parents, single mother, um, you know, you create the multiple sources, because then that missing component that was supposed to be there, that could have been beneficial financially for you, that could have been beneficial even physically to help you to alleviate some of the work, is not there. It's so important for us to now figure out, okay, what can I do to create? And that's one of the things I do. I made sure that each of my children, I created a business that basically that takes over or handles or helps me to deal with the finances with that, but in the same mindset, it's building a legacy for them, because it's something that is automated. It's something that will just continue to generate as long as I continue to put in that efforts. And me building it now, and they're the age that they are now, right? When they get bigger and it's beyond what my mind can see what it is right now, each business, because it has impacted so many people's life, because what I'm creating is legacy, so it's lasting, right? It's not just a one hit wonder, something that's like perishable, that's just going to be, it's things that impacts the soul. So when we connect, we go through the soul walk together. That's what I create for the just the empire that I'm building, right? Information will always be carried with you no matter where, right? So create something, put it out there, um, create that destination for it. Even when it comes to your finances, when we talk about savings again, remember we're talking about the different categories. Even when it goes down to, the extra money that you have left over from you following the envelope method, right? The stacking. Um, Even those money that is left over, you should have a destination. So there's nothing without a destination. Make sure you have a destination for it, because if not, it's going to perish away. It's going to just, you're going to be like, oh crap, where did that money go? Oh man, I really missed out on that opportunity because I forgot about it. I didn't pay focus on it. So make sure your affairs are in order and make a shift. Make sure your affairs are in order and make a shift. Okay? What are your affairs, right? Are there any outstanding ties, any outstanding debts? Are there anything that you need to sort out, financially, physically, energetically, spiritually? What is it that you need to bring closure to? What is it that you need to to um, to sort out, so that going forward there will be no delays? Moving forward, there will be no distraction. Moving forward, um, as you're building your foundation, nothing and no one can get in your way. Nothing and no one will be able to pull down, to break down, to get in the way of what you are building. No one can tear it down, because you now have sorted out your affairs, gotten them all in order, right? Because they're all messed up before, because they kept bringing you through these cycles. They were all messed up before because they weren't giving you the outcome that you were looking for. So now, what are you creating after you've gotten your affairs in order? What are you creating, right? What non negotiables are you putting in place for the barriers around whatever it is that you're creating? It is very fragile, right? I look at things like, okay, as a mother, we when we have our babies, like they're very, in our culture, We don't want, before we bless the babies, we don't want to expose the babies to too many people, to too many elements, to anything, right? So it's the same when you're going through your fresh start journey, whatever it is that you're starting, right? A new life, right? A new mindset, a new path, a new budgeting, financial journey, whatever, right? Do that, be that, okay? And lastly, okay, be be honest and transparent with where you're at. Where are you right now? Don't get caught up in feeling down, feeling depressed, feeling all emotional about where you are right now. Where you are is not where you're going to be. Where you are is not where you used to be. Even if where you used to be torn up and it was way better than where you are now, it's all right. We all go through highs and lows, peaks in our lives, right? So now you have something amazing to compare to, right? What are you comparing, right? Now you can say, okay, well, this is how my life was, but I did these mistakes in my life and I fell short in some way. So now I'm here, right? You can say, well, you know what? This is where my life is now, and I'm not feeling how it is, and I desire more, and I know I will get there. So I need to focus. I need to be honest. I'm here now, but I'm going to be there. I'm here now, and you need to write out like what here is, right? If it's like where I'm living, I don't like that right now. Like I'm like, what is this? I'm not happy with where I am. I mean, I'm packed up. I'm ready to go. We're looking, we're searching. We've just outgrowing the capacity of this place. It's just no longer passionate. I need to be in a place that brings excitement, that just motivates me to get up and move. And I've always put myself in those places. But on my journey towards where I'm going, right, as I'm becoming Treese, right, uh, I settled for so many things because it wasn't the priority at that time. I focused on the priority of where what I wanted to see develop. I wanted to see grow. I wanted to see strengthen. I wanted to see more power because I know it's there. It's just because of distractions, it led me to now having to listen. Buckle up. Time to focus. Focus on you. Buckle up. You ain't thinking logical. Time to focus on you. Buckle up. Your low vibrations are popping. Time to level up and focus on you. So I'm all about focusing on you, no matter how long it takes. And in all essence, it's a lifetime, right? You are going to continuously having to focus on you in every level of your life, in every level of your development, right? Because it comes back to you. How you handle your finances, it comes back to you. How you treat other people, it comes back to you. How you treat and manage your things, your property, things people give you, your space, it comes back to you. So, with that being said, I want to leave you with this. There is nothing you cannot do, right? There's nothing you cannot do, but there is everything you can stop yourself from doing. There is nothing you cannot do, okay? But there is everything you can stop yourself from doing, right? We have choices. Thank God for that. Start making the right choices now, making the decisions that allow you to win, right? What's important now? That is our win formula. What's important now? When you can ask yourself that question, when you can answer that question, when you can take massive action, right? You will always, always be in a position where you're winning, right? So, peace and love. I hope this helps you to get your money right. We're making money moves, right? And I love you. Nothing you can do about it. I love you. Love yourself first. Love yourself first. Self love is your first love, okay? And embrace the love of Yah. God's love. Listen, if y'all ain't commenting about God's love every time I say this, then you don't really know. You don't really know. The love of God is amazing. So embrace it, enjoy it, receive it, give it, become it. Have yourself a magnificent day. Peace.